Hey there, I'm Mr. Know-It-All, the lead swing trading analyst trader at Swing Trade Pros, the #1 swing trading and bot community in the world. And I genuinely want to help you make your mark in the thrilling world of swing trading cryptocurrency. I've been trading since 2017 and I've taught myself many different trading strategies, patterns. I'm known for the falling wedge pattern, as you guys might know. I've dedicated my life to mastering these types of structures and patterns, and now my goal is to impact the lives of 1 million of you. You heard that right. My goal is to impact 1 million people this full cycle. Let that be you. Cryptocurrency markets can be a roller coaster ride, full of ups and downs. But through swing trading, I've discovered a strategy that can truly make a difference. I've poured countless hours to studying the intricacies of wedge patterns, rising wedge patterns, you name it, and it has become my area of expertise. Here's the thing. I genuinely want to see you thrive in this market. That's why I've made it my mission to impact 1 million of you. I want to provide you with the tools, insight, and support you need to navigate this exciting but challenging landscape. Swing trading is not just about technical analysis, it's about understanding market psychology and developing disciplined risk management strategies. I'll be there to guide you step by step as we identify different types of patterns and structures and seize profitable opportunities. Together, we'll build your confidence in trading skills, ensuring you're well prepared to face the twists and turns of swing trading. Believe me when I say that I genuinely care about your success. That's why I'm inviting you to join me, Mr. Know-It-All, on this transformative journey. Let's make the most of this full cycle and work towards your financial freedom together. You'll find all my links in my bio. Reach out and let's dive into this world of swing trading. I'm here to support you and your family and guide you every step of the way because your success matters to me. Together, let's make a real impact and achieve trading success.
I'm sorry, I didn't load everything up. For the morning here, I am looking at this stock. I think it's being short squeezed. Yesterday's volume was 38 million. This is only an $11 million market cap. We've seen what's been going on with some of these stocks that are wreck city like this. It really wouldn't shock me if this thing did a stupid pump like we've been seeing. We can see our major trend line here. And we can see that this major structure here, I mean, at least we could trade this to the trend line, which ends up being confluent with the top of this wedge pattern. We can see that the daily is really set up for major movements up, and the 2-day and the 3-day and the weekly. Like they're all like, look at the weekly squeeze too. This is actually going to produce some massive moves. So we're actually going to take an entry on this here at the open. I'm going to probably risk a few $1,000s on this. And I realize it's already up 16% pre-market, but you know what? This thing's probably just going to fly out the gate. So yeah, this looks fantastic for lots of upside. So we're not going to be trading any options today. We're just going to trade some spot. And I think we can make a bunch of money just trading the spot on this asset here. We are in some CAN calls and some Zoom calls still. Zoom is up pre-market. And look where we're at. We're still at the bottom of this range. We're going to hold these until next week or next couple of weeks here. We have July expirations. I think this is going to have a good earnings report too. So we're going to stay put for those. CAN also looking pretty good, up 5% pre-market. And we did de-risk some of our position yesterday in case the earnings call wasn't going to be good, but we know from the weekly momentum that this is probably going to be solid. So we're going to just stay put in our positions. The options we have here are for July. They're in a nice profit. We did already take out our initial our initial capital as well. So a free trade there on CAN. We also do own some spot shares that we are down on. The whole point of this option trade was to take the profit and dollar cost average more into CAN. In terms of crypto, what's happening in the market there is, we're sitting at a support level here. We're kind of teetering at it. I wouldn't say to be short the market, or I would say, yeah, you probably want to be in long positions here. We just crossed the bullish territory back into neutral on the RSI, and we can see volatility spiking, and it's to the downside. So that means we should see resolve to the upside in the crypto markets. I do have a scalp trade on right now on Pupscoin. It is actually dipping a little bit because my entry wasn't the best here. I think I entered around I think like 22 and change or something. Let's see, what was it? We can just do some quick math. But I only put a couple of thousand into this trade. So 22.35 is our entry. So we're down a little bit on the entry. We could end up seeing, this was a little bit of a falling wedge break. We didn't get above this this major line right here. But if we start to zoom out, I mean, yeah, we can see the hourly might be oscillating down. So maybe our entry isn't so good. And we can always, cut this trade if we need to. But the overall momentum here is to the upside. We did cross back bullish here on the 8-hour time frame. So I am thinking that this will continue to push higher. We did on the 12-hour, we did get a little bit of rejection off the bullish control zone, but we made it. We're making a higher low. So this could take some time to play out, and we could be in this trade for a little bit. No big deal there. Just trying to remain patient. We did reject from this channel, but we made and pivoted off this area right here for a higher low. So like I said, we could be in this trade for a little bit. If we need a dollar cost average it, we will. No big deal. And yeah, we have tons of people on the stream today. That's a joke. But yeah, any other coins you guys looking at? Or any other stocks you guys looking at? We do have a position in Sol C, and we do have a position in Slurf. And Slurf, breaking the channel here and looking like it wants to cross bullish. We might see some consolidation before a break up. The daily here also implying a buy signal that came in on the daily time frame. Sol C also looking pretty similar with its channel break, which is why we took a position on it here, engulfing candle and a back test, and now we could see a potential rally. You can see the Bollinger Bands are going sideways like that. That means maybe some more consolidation before a major movement, and our daily stochastics are pointing to the upside. So these all look good here on like the larger time scales. Whales, we're in a position on whales at 72 cents. We had like a bottoming triangle here that started to resolve itself to the upside. Again, I think this is also in a major squeeze. We are breaking back above the 21-day moving average. That is a very good development. We're not seeing any crazy rejection just yet here. Well, I mean, on the 4-hour where we are getting a little bit rejected here at the top of this range, but this could end up just bouncing right here using this level of support to reverse itself. So closely monitoring this, we have an entry around 72 cents. So we are in a profit on this one. Those are my active trades right now. We're watching to see what the dollar does here at the open. It does look like on the daily that we got a reset. There is some daily bullish divergence here forming on the stochastics. So we need to really be diligent and pay attention to that. But what could end up happening is we could end up getting some sort of rejection here, where it retests, 1047 and it gets rejected, and that divergence doesn't really play out. Because I think the longer term timeframes here, like the weekly and the 2-day charts, are still pointing to the downside. We still can see some more downside here on the dollar, and we can see our 2-day ASO is about to cross bearish. But yeah, definitely shorter time scales, we could bounce or something and go sideways on the dollar. But that doesn't mean that we don't see continued upside in these markets, because a lot of these assets are set up on weekly timeframes. Hopefully I didn't explain that all too quickly for you guys. We have one person on the stream right now. Maybe these streams are too early. I don't know. How do other channels do this and they get like tons of people? Let's see. All right, so we got market open here in T-minus 6 minutes. So we prepared our trade. We're going to take that kit. It doesn't run away too fast from us here. It's already ripping a lot pre-market. This is nuts. So we're going to just be closely monitoring Tether dominance here. It is at resistance here. We are showing a bit of divergence on a 15-minute, and volatility is down. That means we could see Tether go back up, which could mean crypto assets come down a little bit. But it is only a 15-minute divergence, not like, hourly or 4-hour. Well, maybe there is a little bit of 4-hour. Yeah. Maybe I should have not taken this pups trade. Anyhow, it might just take some time to play out. Yeah. That's not a good looking candle. That's also usually indicative of more downside on that shorter time frame. It does look like it is trying to higher low here, though. And we are starting to show a bit of 15-minute bullish divergence. And our 15-minute oscillator is at the bottom here. So I'm going to go ahead and stay in this trade. And that's what I will be doing. All right, so the market just opened here. Let's see what happens with this kit stock, because this looks like it's pulling back a bit here. Probably going to give us a nice entry. So we're gonna look to get an entry on this. Dollar looks like it's coming down a little bit. All right, we're about to rip into this stock. All right, we're in 12,000 shares of KIT, and our entry is Our entry was 2134 with the daily squeeze breaking and going bullish. All right, so pups is coming on down. Dollar at support. If this loses this level, we're going to see some upside in the stock market. Again, if you're just joining, we did just open a trade on this stock here. I think this is going to get a major breakout. Look at the volume picking up here. Yeah, so the support here. Yeah, this volume coming in on this stock is pretty drastic. Here we go. Look at the volume coming in here, folks. Weekly Stokes crossed up, huge volume candle, massive weekly squeeze with crazy amount of bullish divergence down here. This could produce a monster move. We are going to be closely monitoring that. And I think our pups coin trade is down a bit. It's fine. The daily here is telling you something interesting. So we could end up seeing this resolve back up here in a few hours. Not a big deal. We're going to remain patient with this trade. This thing is super, super volatile. Oh man, BRSH broke out. We were looking at this yesterday. Wow, it's up 44%. My God. The buy-ask spread on this stock is ridiculous, by the way. Yo. Can pulling back with the dollar pushing up. I think you are the only one watching, dude. That's how my life goes right now. Damn. So the kid's going to get rejected here. That sucks. That really sucks. Still doing a decent amount of trading volume, 9 million. Can getting rejected. I'm gonna close the can position here, the option trade. No reason to hold this if this is going to retrace back down. And we're out of those for a profit. So we're still in the Nikola trade, which we're down on like a G. We're in this kit stock that is trying to break. There is a decent amount of trading volume on it. It's got to hold above this level here. This is a really big falling wedge pattern with a crazy amount of bullish divergence that I think is going to play out. Might take some time. Yeah, Pup's taking a dump with the rest of these assets down at the bottom of this range here on Tether. But yeah, let's see if we get some rejection here on this. Maybe we should take the puts on Carvana today. I'm going to go for the Carvana trade again today. We are going to be looking at a short. I'm going to trade next week's expiration. Oh, looks like I don't have enough to do that. It's weird. All right, we're taking the 116 puts for next week. We opened 5 puts on Carvana. We did confirm breaking the demand line here. And we did get a confirmed daily sell signal. So we're going to stay short Carvana here. And we broke through the daily signal line as well. And the 2-day, you can see the momentum is sort of topping out. We're gonna give this trade some time to play out. And Kit is trying to push. And Pups is getting wrecked. And this goes over stall. I'll add a little bit to that position. So the median Bollinger is 103 on Carvana. Now we can see we have a trading range here. Oh man. Why does this stock always do this to me? They're trying to hammer it here. Like, come on, man. So crazy, man. I have the worst luck with this stock. Yeah, GME, it looks like trash now. Yep. I mean, shorting up here by resistance is like can't ever really be that bad of a trade. I mean, I realize that this asset's bullish, but longing when the RSI is up there like that, it cannot be a very profitable play. In the 15 minutes, like trying to do stuff here. How's the weekly on this look? It is a bull flag, I suppose. And the hourly is crossing up now. This is just, I don't know. What happened to it, man? I got short squeezed and then they dumped it. I mean, what did you think was going to happen to it? It's going to up only forever? This might end up ripping again. I mean, I don't know. I feel like last time it like made a lower high and then just dumped, and then now it's gonna try to do the same shit where it probably goes up to test 120 and then probably dumps. Or maybe doesn't dump. I don't know. This is telling me that it's already outside the band. Like it already broke the squeeze and made a move, type of thing. Oops, are you wrecked? How's Kit doing? Kit still looks bullish, dude. You got 30-minute divergence on like this is something that I wouldn't short. Because this thing has just been dumping forever. CTRM, yeah, we can take a look at it. Okay, yeah, so CTRM was posted in the alerts chat. You're right below weekly resistance here. You did make a weekly double bottom, so you can really make sure you strategize your stop loss below the low here at 310 or even below the all-time low here at $3. So very easy to risk manage this trade. You want to be a little bit patient with it, right? It doesn't do a lot of trading volume. I personally didn't buy it because I noticed that it doesn't do a lot of trading volume, or it hasn't started doing a lot of trading volume. But that doesn't mean that volume won't come into it once the squeeze breaks. Okay, and so that's something noteworthy. You want to pay attention to that type of stuff when looking to buy stocks. The reason why I bought this Kit stock is because it's doing 10 million in trading volume down here. All right, 10 million is no joke. Stock is a $12 million asset. They're probably going to short squeeze this thing a lot higher, and that's kind of why I took this trade. All right, but yeah, I think CTRM, from a technical point of view, looks absolutely great. You can see the stochastics giving you that weekly buy signal. So these trades that I'm giving here, these could take some weeks to play out, maybe some months to play out. All right, you're not going to just wake up today and it just be up like 500%. I mean, it can happen, but obviously it's unlikely, right? So you want to really get the trend line break here. You want to see that break on volume. And if you look at the volume, it's completely receded. So what I'm suggesting is that there's going to be a major move coming here shortly. All right. All right. So the puts on Carvana might start to play out because this did squeeze short. Although it is bouncing off the bottom Bollinger, but the daily here, it doesn't have momentum to do a big pump. It might just do some short thrusts, some short little moves. That's it. And you're also starting to get a momentum daily cross down as well. And your 12-hour has already crossed. So momentum should follow to the downside here in time. Yeah, so GameStop, Everyone's all hyped up about GameStop, but I wouldn't touch this stock here for a bit. Again, you're losing daily momentum. This was a massive short squeeze pump. I'd wait for this to base out somewhere and go sideways to look for an entry on it. And that's it. We have next week's expiry on this, guys. So I think by next week, this will hopefully resolve itself to the downside. You can see that it is starting to squeeze down. And after white candles, we typically get movements down. I think we're at a weekly resistance here as well. Maybe we're not. I guess we're not. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm not sold on it just yet until it really starts to break down, but I still think this is like a low risk area to be short on something that made a major move up like this, at least for a retracement. We'll see if this plays out. Again, I traded this yesterday, got chopped out of it. It would have played out today, actually, if I stayed in it. I just didn't want to hold that risk. Now I feel a bit more confident because we broke this demand line here that it was respecting. Yeah, gap can potentially fill. I mean, gaps don't always fill, or they do fill maybe eventually. So that's the thing. And we are right into the monthly Kijun line as well. I mean, you can see the momentum is to the upside on the monthly chart. So yeah, this is a momentum shifting structure, but again, it doesn't mean we don't see a bit of a pullback. I don't need a big move down to really make money on something like this. I am trading a shorter time frame. And it could also happen that this doesn't end up doing what we want and we have to cut the trade again. I mean, that's part of trading, guys. I mean, we're not always going to necessarily nail it to the T, although I'd like to do that almost every day if I can. But yeah, our 15-minute here looks like it's trying to roll over on momentum again. May not. The fact that we got some rejections here at the median line makes me a little bit more confident that we could see that. Paying attention to the volume is also important. This is very low volume here. So it means to me that buyers aren't interested up here right now. So that means the sellers could take control of the asset for a bit. Or because it's in a longer term bullish structure that is consolidating. And it could consolidate. It could even come down to the bottom of this range, 112. That would actually be a significant profit for our trade. And we would happily close the trade down there. I'm not going to be greedy on this trade, guys. All right. So I think we're going to start heading down here. I want to watch the volatility. The volatility started to spike on the hourly here, and the 2 hour, and the 3 hour, and the 4 hour is coiled. So I think if volatility continues to the downside, we're going to see a big spike down, and that could be where we make a lot of money off this trade. And how's Pups Coin doing? Still sitting 21s. I think we're down a little bit on this right now on this trade. It's lagging, man. It's annoying. So we're down $150. No big deal. Kit still trying to reclaim that level. The hourly is long. Remember, guys, this is a big squeeze. Look at the trading volume. 11 million in trading volume, all right? Hourly just got a reset. All right, there goes Carvana, slowly working its way down. We have 4 people watching the stream today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this morning. We have any big movers today? Oh my God, this FFIE stock is still squeezing. It's so crazy. Unbelievable. I missed that trade, but that's all right. Wow, INSG made a nice rip. We called this one out in the alert service at like $4. Maybe we'll catch some of that move on this Kit stock here. Maybe that thing will do something conducive with those squeezes producing right there. So 8.8% move down. I mean, even if we do capture half of it, yeah, that's to like the 112 region. It's like they won't let this thing drop or something. It's crazy. Let it dump. I'm envisioning something like this if it happens. We'll see though. May not. It may not play out. Looks like it's going to though. I gotta stop looking at this chart. Oh, brothers. Ugh. We get a 5-hour cross. We're about to get a 4-hour cross. A 3-hour cross. And the daily looks like it's rounding a top. And the 2-day momentum is losing some steam. 16-hour sell, 12-hour pointing down. Yeah. Daily to our 12-hour short. Daily's short. Making a lower high than this high. Now we just need to make a lower low, right? And that's the trade. The trade is to the bottom of the trading range. And that would be quite a trade if we got down to 93 bucks, man. Not expecting that. I am sort of expecting something like this to 113s because we may not lose this range because the longer term time frames are bullish. Pup's still working its way down. Looks like the volume kind of died off on the selling here. Maybe I'll take a stab at a DCA. Is the 15-minute oversold yet? Not yet. I think we can maybe start to dollar cost average this into this lower block here. So we're picking up some volume, but it's selling volume, right? So that's something noteworthy. If the volume starts to pick up and it's all right. Yeah, I mean the volume is receding. So I don't know. Hopefully this thing doesn't just start ripping out of nowhere here. That would suck. Short trading assets that are in uptrends is a difficult thing, guys. Did cross bearish here again. Our Stokes are trying to come back up. It's just consolidating, man. Hopefully consolidating for a downside move. That would be great. All right, so pups. I think we're gonna add to our pups position here. So we just picked up another 47. So we got an entry of 2107 on that. So we got 47.45 and entry 2107.481. Okay, we'll see how this DCA does. We are right at the pivot area here on the 15-minute. Oh boy, is Carvana going to start ripping it? And no, this has me concerned, man. Like, I don't know. I've traded this a couple times already. Yeah, this 15-minute. And the dollar's starting to come off now, too. Shit. Don't do it. I mean, if that 3-day candle doesn't say anything, I don't know what does. I realize that closes in 5 hours, but what's the weekly on this thing? Yeah, it's still holding its engulfing candle. They are starting to cross in a 30-minute. Yikes. It's gonna reclaim now, right? That's what it does. We get a drop below the trend line and then a reclaim if this is gonna go back up. 0 for 2 on this stock, guys. 0 for 2 right now. Sucks. Yeah. Yep. That looks like it's gonna rip. Damn it. Mm. Yeah, this is the teetering point right here. If it gets rejected here, this would be a great rejection area. So let's see how this plays out. Upstart. Upstart, and we went to the median of the channel, right? And we pulled back. Yeah, I think longer term Upstart's good. I don't really like if this candle prints like this on the weekly time frame. That's not necessarily good, but I think it still can consolidate and go sideways maybe for another week or two before it breaks, type of thing. So I think it's fine long term though. The weekly gave you a buy signal. We got to move up this week. The monthly, not so much giving you a signal just yet, so maybe it does trend down a bit. The 2-week starting to cross up, you're seeing, right? We could maybe pull back a little bit or retest the bottom of the range for a bit before eventually resolving up. Yeah, man. Carvana's 2-week chart still looks crazy bullish. Sell signals don't matter in uptrends. Yeah, it's starting to maybe find an area. It's starting to cross up now. Yeah, 0 for 2 on this one, guys. Sucks. Sucks. Sucks to suck. How's Pups doing? Pups catching a bounce. All right, good. Damn. That's quite a candle right there. No real volume supporting it though. Well, if that closes on the 90-minute like that, I'm probably going to exit because that's a hammer candle. But I mean, hammer candle is the top of consolidation structure. I don't know. I'm not buying it just yet. I'm really not buying this move just yet, even though the shorter time scales look like they might reverse. The daily looks extended. The 2-day is extended. But I guess it could stay elevated, man. I don't know. Yeah, that 15-minute looks pretty powerful, actually. That really starts to go, it's going to be, that's a big squeeze. Right at the trend line, though, man. I mean, see if we get some rejection here. That'd be good. That would be good. The buyers are trying to defend this level, but the momentum is, on the daily at least, slated down. Oh, it's looking like it wants to hold here. Let's use a line chart on this, actually. Okay, so we broke that. Wasn't really a big break, though. Our signals are still short on the larger time scale. 8 hours short. So, like, maybe we just get rejected here and just do one of those. It's what it's feeling like, guys. That's why I haven't exited the trade just yet. I'm not trying to get convoluted by a small time scale. I'm trying to just stick to my trade because it would have played out yesterday too if I just stuck in it. What do you guys think? We got 4 people on the stream today. Thank you guys so much for joining. You guys are tuning in or just tuned in. We are in a short trade on Carvana. It is teetering, and we think that it's going to break to the downside here after it's been making these lower highs. And the daily momentum is also suggesting that it could break down. Could also just pop right back into the range. We've seen that happen many times. But with our 4-hour losing bullish momentum, our 3-hour cross bearish, and our 2-hour is bearish, and our hourly is holding on to that bearish momentum as well. We're not up on this trade right now. We're actually down a couple percentage points. So yeah, I think that this will go though, just a matter of when. Just a matter of when. 8 hours crossing down, 12-hour cross down, daily. Daily's losing its momentum, right? We had established that. 4 hours down, the hourly's down. So you're 15 minutes trying to push up, but all the big all the larger time scales are going to push this momentum down. So we'll probably see most likely a rejection here unless volume just starts coming in here like out of nowhere. This did try to engulf here, or this did engulf on the 15. So what we need to do is we need to close below 117.21 here in the next like 10 minutes. Looks like we're starting to see some of that come through here. We'll see if we can make a lower low. It's on support on the 1 minute here. Volatility spiking. You see volatility spiking with the price coming down? That's what we want to see. If we want to see continued movement down. Here we go. Just a little patience, guys. Just a little patience. I'm currently in a short on Carvana, and I'm currently in a spot long position on KIT with 12.47 million trading volume, which is about its market cap size. I think that they are going to try to short squeeze this. No confirmed break just yet of the pattern. Just consolidating here though, right? We did get an entry around 21 cents, so we're a little bit down on it, but I don't think it's going to matter. The stock is going to be very volatile. And we're working on that. We're working on that rejection candle right now on Carvana, which is great. There it is, the engulfing. We're engulfing the 15 right now with 5 minutes to go. And I think we're going to see a send it down here. And that is going to put our trade in a nice profit. So I'm glad we didn't panic out of this short. And we stuck to our trade plan here on this rejection. Let's see if we can get some follow through down. All right, Toe, you have a great day, man. Yeah, really trying to hold this range here, folks. This looks like if this busts here, it's going to be a big drop. Here it goes. 1 minute. 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 All right, Carvana to the downside. Commence the dump. Let's throw on some volume profile here. Get a good idea of what's going on here. All right, so we are in a high volume node area. We are breaking below the POC. So once we start breaking this level, we could just see a really big dump down to like 115, 114s if we get that movement down. We want to see, no long wicks on this candle close because that'll confirm that selling is imminent. And right now, you can clearly see that the bears are taking control of this candle, and that's what we want to see. This is looking good, guys. It's looking good. We had to sweat this a little bit, but our strike is 116. And we're down a couple $100 right now. No big deal. We have next week's expiry. So really, we're looking for a move down to the 115 level or even 113 level to make money off this trade, and with some volatility. If volatility spikes here, then we're going to really make a lot of money, because that's how you make money with options, guys. Volatility. All right. So right now we are engulfing this candle, and you can see that the squeeze on the 15 is squeezing. Looks like it's going to squeeze short. And here we go on the break. So bottom of the daily trading range is 113.5. Or like 114. If we end up making closures below this level, there is lots of downside because of this gap. All right. So these are some levels we're looking at. And if we get there, man, that trade's going to be really extremely profitable if we end up holding it for that long of a period of time. So we did engulf the 15. All right. So we did make a lower low, candle body close wise. We are still sitting in a demand zone here on the 15. We didn't take it out just yet, but to me, this looks like definitely going to go to definitely like really high probability of further downside. You can short it with options, or you can trade on short it on spot as well. But you have to borrow the shares type of thing. You have to have enough money in your trading account to do that. So a 4-hour close like this below the 4-hour Kijun line is going to be conducive for movements down. The bottom Bollinger on the 4-hour is 115.78. If we start taking that out, we're gonna initiate a 4-hour squeeze short, and you can see the volatility is starting to go up here on the 4-hour. The 3-hour is spiked, so volatility is starting to spike, and we're spiking short. So we really could start to see a big drawdown on this stock. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Let's see how this plays out. Yeah, there it goes. A 15-minute confirmed rejection. And we should start to slide, man, here. We should start to slide into 115s real quick here. And our trade should go green here shortly. Once we start tagging into that 116 level with volatility down. So currently we're down 10%, which is about 180 bucks. But that's because our entry wasn't so good. And we got this big bounce up here, but I think we're going to now we're going to see this move down here. Here we go. Right, that 15-minute squeeze short. That should initiate all these other time scales to trigger short. And then we really, in the 30-minute, you see the 30-minute Bollinger Band squeeze here, and we're teetering right on the 30-minute 200 moving average right here, and we've rejected it. Beautiful. This is rolling over, guys. You see how it's rolling? You see how it's making lower highs? A back test rejection, another back test rejection. And now we want to see the follow through. We want to see the follow through to the downside. The volume is picking up here on the selling side. Okay. All right. We don't want to see long wicks here. We want to see continued drawdown on price with this volatility spiking. This 8 hours in a massive squeeze too. And the 7 hours triggering short. Yeah, this is going to be lit. This is going to be a solid trade, guys. Thank God I didn't panic when it was trying to push up there and take us around. So we're going to go look at Pups, see what that's doing. Ooh, Pups is going to continue down, looks like. Interesting, the dollar is falling and crypto is falling as well. Is that right? No, Bitcoin's up for the day. Bitcoin's up for the day. Hopefully this isn't a short-lived move down here and like this doesn't just whipsaw us out of here. Because it's still, technically in its flag up here. Looks like a back test happening here. You can see that selling start to pick up though. So I'm not really too concerned just yet. Oh man, it would really suck if this thing just like whipsawed right here and then just did a send a candle right through. Seen it way too many times. Fake out the shorts here. Right at a pivot area. After putting in a rejection candle. 2 rejection candles. I charted it upstart. I charted it before, I think, right? Yeah, I hear you. Hope what I drew doesn't happen. That would not be fun. Damn. It's trying to hammer here on a shorter time scale. I'm not convinced of this move at all. I think this is just trying to back test this area here, and this is going to get rejected and go lower. Remember that daily momentum is slated dead. It's slated down, right? It's losing momentum. It's not building momentum. It's losing momentum. This thing already had a pretty big run, right? It went from $68 to $80 or to $130. So, why can't it come back down to retest $100 or something, or at least a gap fill, or make a higher low somewhere and then pivot and rally again. I'm banking on a retracement on this stock is what I'm doing, guys. Hopefully this plays out. This candle right here is typically a reversal candle. So we're doing something like this. I think we're going to see an ABC down like that. Again, I could end up being wrong. I got wicked out of this trade yesterday too, but I ended up being right if I stayed in the trade. But that's you gotta have enough conviction to just stay patient. I'm just gonna stay patient. And all the time frames here are pointing down. They just the buyers are trying to fight to hold this level right now, but I think they're gonna end up losing this level, and we're gonna see a move down here. So 1629 is the daily low, and if we take out 1629, then we're probably headed to lower, like the bottom of the range, the 114 range. Kit stocks, trying to break. A break above 25 cents is going to be a send it candle for this stock. This has got some crazy momentum. I mean, the candles here are still white. We want to close over 20 cents on the 2-day here. We want to reclaim this level. We don't have a confirmation low, but I'm just trading the massive amounts of divergence this stock has, and this could get short squeezed to all hell, and that's why I'm trading it. It's kind of a gamble, but I think it's a pretty strategic gamble here. And the squeeze here is pretty vast here. And we have a daily, we have a 2-day, we have a 3-day, we have a 4-day squeeze. It's in multiple time frame squeezes, so I think this is going to play out. And look at your RSI on the 4-day chart. It's pretty wrecked. It's the opposite of what Carvana looks like, right? Carvana looks like it needs a breather. Right? The RSI is up here. The RSI is up here. Right? We're actually making daily bearish divergence. We made well, we didn't actually make divergence. We did technically make a lower high. So I mean, it's in line with the RSI, I suppose, but we did lose our volatility to the upside. So that means, we lose a volatility to the upside. That means the up move is done on the daily. And the 2-day here, you can see it's losing also its volatility. It's still elevated though. That's kind of why I'm cautious right now. But yeah, we'll see if this plays out. Crypto looks like it's ripping. So is Pups Coin ripping? All right, Pups Coin catching some bids. We put in $3,000 into this trade while we were on live stream here. We're just scalping this, guys. So yeah, we're down $75. So that DCA looked pretty good when we did that the other before. The dollar's getting thrown, man. I mean, I don't know, man. If the dollar's really getting wrecked, then I don't know if this short's going to play out, truthfully. Let's see. It's very slow going here. Our volatility is still spiked on the hourly for a short, and the 2-hour, and the 3-hour. We haven't spiked on the 4-hour yet. If we start spiking on the 4-hour, we're looking at a pretty big drop. So we did our back test here. Let's see if we get continuation down. Remember, we have a 6, 7, and 8 hour squeeze. So I'm leaning, like I said before, I'm leaning short. That's it. Randy Pepper, how do we know you, brother? Are you in the Discord channel, or are you a lurker on YouTube? All right, so we just opened a new hourly, and yeah, we closed a lower candle body than the previous hour, and our Bollinger Bands are pointing down, right? So we're like rolling over here. And the 30-minute now is about to break the squeeze to the short side. "30-minute squeezing looks short." Great, man. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. I am in a live trade right now, as you guys know, on Carvana, and I'm also trading pups. We put about 3 grand into this trade, and we traded this little wedge break last night, and now we started entering re-entering the trade here, as we do think that this is going to resolve upside, or should I say pup side. Our daily stochastics are pointing up. We have daily MACD bullish divergence, so we could potentially see this move up. All right, so we're starting to see some action here on Carvana to the downside, which is beautiful. That's exactly what we want to see here. We really want to see like a breakthrough candle. That would be fantastic to see. A nice flash drop right here. There's not a lot of trading volume around this 116, 115 region where we wick to. So if we do get pushes there, it's going to happen fast. All right. Starting to go. This whole range here is not a lot of trading volume. So any selling pressure will really, especially with the squeezes initiating, will really push this price down to 112, 113. We can look to take profit there. Okay. And our hourly 200 is around 112. So we could extend as far down as there. So 8.75% is the measured move of the pennant. So we might not do the whole move. We might do half the move, which brings us to about that 112 region. That's probably the area we should look to close the trade. And then if it ends up, candling down here and holding the range, we'd be looking for like a bottoming there. But we'll see how this plays out. It's just very slow going here. We need the volatility to start spiking is what we need. We're the sellers, man. We're all those people that bought this stock at 50 bucks wanting to get out. Volume is increasing, 810,000. When we started the stream, it was around 200,000. So I think we're going to start to see selling pressure pick up here. Our trade is, oh, I logged out. I think our trade is still down right now because we played 116 puts. But we do have a week to be right on this trade. If I do need to hold it, I will. Yeah, we're down a couple $100 right now on this one. We were down more before when it started pushing higher. Come on, man, just bust the range already, dude. You guys see what I mean in terms of risk to reward, like gap fill areas here? Again, it may not play out, but not gonna lie, this is pretty brutal to watch. Just trying to put in some wicks here. I'm not really liking that. Again, this is a high volume node, high volume trading area. And this is a demand zone on a shorter time scale. Hopefully this doesn't just reverse right here. That would suck. I mean, it looks like a clear break of channel too. And we basically back tested it. So it's all about the follow through, right? Like if we don't see follow through on this move down, we should probably cut this trade. We might need to give it a little bit more time. And our 4 hour is starting to break bullish control zone here, right? We're now back into neutral territory. So we've lost the 4 hour momentum so far. And our daily, yes, is in bullish territory, but it is very overbought. Or I should say was very overbought. And we're crossing the plane here on the MACD on the Bollingers. Our volume is increasing. It's now up to 830,000. May it follow my arrow down. You're spot shorting. You're shorting the stock? If you're spot shorting, you got to give it some room. Like, set your stop above the I would say above the wick highs, or at least above this wick high, above 125 probably. Yeah, because if this trade does play out, like you want a 3-to-1 risk to reward, right? So like, okay, so you set your stop here, your entry is like here. You want a 3-to-1 risk to reward, so that pretty much puts you in the gap fill area. Okay. So you be looking to really capitalize on this going down to $100, and this could take time, and it also may not play out, right? So understand that. We are shorting a bull flag after an impulse, and we did get some confirmation that a high has been put in. So I think eventually what we see is after you get a big impulse like that, you typically get a consolidation, right? So I think it'll eventually consolidate and do something like this, maybe gap fill, and then run again, right? Usually you get down sloping consolidations. You don't typically get up sloping consolidations. Those are usually unhealthy to see, typically. So that's why I think this is a good place to be short. Until proven otherwise. If it starts like reversing here and starts breaking out of here, then we get out of the trade. But I think the risk to reward is there. And that wouldn't even take out that whole candle, right? That's the whole thing. Is like it would still be a bullish asset, even if it did come down to like $100. It'd be just like a 25, 30% retracement. So yeah, maybe it's supposed to be drawn this way instead of the way I had it drawn originally, right? Because it's kind of like a flag pattern here. Yeah, that makes some sense. And you had like this, you're in this pennant and you broke the demand line, right? And you back test the demand line as resistance, and now you're gonna pile down. And Pups is moving back up, baby. Let's go. The whole crypto market should be going back up, except for this BVM coin that I'm in is not performing very well even with Bitcoin going up here. Not good. I don't have that big a position in it though. Ooh, XSwap doing extremely well, guys. I don't know if you guys picked some of that up, but that's looking great. We are sitting on a major support here with a high volume node, right? Again, with the squeezing, I like the squeezing is triggering short, not long here. Like this would be the area that we'd see a big drawdown if we were to get it. It's just not doing it. Come on, Carvana. Even the uptrending band is to like the bottom of the range, 113s on 4 hour. I'm sure the daily is like way down there. Yeah. This thing is very elevated. Pups trade, we put about 3 grand into, and we're sitting at the wallet. We're now at a profit by 21 bucks. We'll take it. Are we finally going to get the breakthrough candle here? What do you guys say? Remember, 116.29 is our range low for the day. Bitcoin moving, man. $67,000 Bitcoin. We can see that Tether is getting rejected. We probably would have been better off trading some of the minor stocks today than this piece of trash. But I need to get better at short trading, so that's why I'm practicing with these right now. Once we lose this order block, I think it's big move down. Shorting will age you, yeah. I mean, typically shorts move quick, man. So the fact that this is not moving quick has me a little concerned. Um, but yeah, who knows? Like maybe Monday or something. We just see this thing just get smashed, just like GameStop got smashed. This company is not profitable, I don't believe. So there's that. Not that that matters, because stocks don't need, or companies don't even need profitable to go up in price. But yeah, we're confirming a 4-hour cross, so I'm very confident this is going to go much further down. There's going to be bumps along the way. We don't go just straight down unless you break our trading range, right? And the trading range to break here is basically this area, this wick low that they put in around 115, 116. I think that's it. This hanging man candle here, it signals days of potential downside. Now this 3-bar candle that we're putting, a 3-day candle right now, is like dark cloud cover candle. If we close a 3-day like this, guys, it's going to bring on some selling. It's going to bring on some selling. So just pay attention to the volatility. Volatility is spiking here on the 30-minute. So I think we're gonna start to see a drop here very, very shortly. As long as we don't lose, as long as they don't wick it right here, because like we're still in the midst of this range of this flag too. So like equilibrium wise, it can just reverse in the middle of this range here too, like anywhere. So be aware of that. But I am looking at a higher time frame, and higher time frame is looking to be in our favor for downside. And our daily is short as well, even though we got this extra little push up. This was a confirmation high to take a short trade here. This would have been an optimal short up here at 125 to capture this momentum swing down. As we're seeing, the momentum on the daily did confirm a sell signal right? We are showing signals below the 80 line here on the daily. The 12-hour here is not giving us a clue of anything just yet. And our 8-hour is also not giving us a clue. Our 4-hour is also not crossed up. Our hourly is not crossed up. Our 2-day momentum wave is looking like it's topping out. So I do think that over the course of the coming days, we could see this asset pull back a bunch, actually. But we'll see. I will be in this trade, hopefully, for as long as I need to be in the trade for. I'll say that, because like as soon as I score a profit, I'm probably going to get out of it. But I have time. I have about a week to be right on this trade. Pupscoin 2240s. Are we going to break the neckline here and send it to the top of the channel? $26. That would be a great trade for us here if this plays out. That's another 23% move. And like I said, we DCA'd the position before. We have about a $3,000 risk on this on spot. This coin is very volatile and trades with the market very nicely. It is a meme coin with only 7 million coins in circulating supply. Let's see, did it actually load this time? Yeah, nice. So we're now in a $75 profit. Soul Card, we are up $70 on. Slurf, we're up $20 on. I think the only trade that I'm actually down on is this BVM coin that I took a trade on, and that's not performing very well. And the other thing that I was looking at was, because you're at the top of a Bollinger Band, you deviate typically back inside of the Bollinger. When you deviate outside, you go sideways down, and you make another move, right? And then eventually you hit a resistance area and you pull back, right? So we deviated outside, and so and how big of a retracement have we done on this stock already? That's the other thing I want to look at is, okay, we basically almost did a 78.6% retracement on this stock. That's quite a big retracement with no real pullback. And this could be forming some sort of rising wedge structure. It may not end up breaking the structure to the downside here, but what could end up happening is it could, work its way to the bottom of the structure, which is about $88. I mean, that could take some time, man. Like, this may not happen right away, and we're just sitting here trying to trade this short-term stuff, but we could capture some of this movement. That's the goal here. And this right here is if this closes a candle like this in 4 hours, that is a massive rejection candle. And we expect to see follow through on this, right? Got to take out the day's low, man. 116.29. Got to take that out. Let's see. What are we down right now on this trade? We are down. Somehow we're down $300. It doesn't make sense, though. I don't think my thing's updated. Pup's looking for the break here, getting the cross up. We're in a slurf position, a Sol C position, a whales position. Whales is doing very well for us right now. All right, we're trying to work our way down here on Carvana. We're now below the 8-hour median Bollinger, and you can see the curvature is tilting. Almost 1 million in trading volume, and you know what it is. It's people selling, right? Because if it was buying, well, the stock would probably be green right now. All right, so I mean, we are at a potential demand line here. I think we're gonna bust right through this. Is what I think. This stock does have volatility, man. It does have volatility, so that's why I think these are going to be very profitable. All right. They're trying to push this thing down here. And you're right, Callie. We're now in the second half of the hour here. Maybe we will see that action. Remember our hourly median is around this 112, 113 region. We have a clear support here at 113 and a quarter. All right, pups, $23. All right, 116.40. Getting close to that range low. I feel like once we break that range low, it's going to lose this. It's going to lose this demand line here, and the 4-hour uptrend is 109 roughly, but like there's no trading volume here. It's just a gap up. So imagine we just start to dump like that. If we do that, man, this trade will be very, very lit. We broke we made a new low on the day, guys. So I think we're going to start to see action here. Thanks for staying tuned in with me here. I'm just monitoring this trade with you guys, just so you guys know that I'm in this trade and I'm here with you if you took it. And it looks like it's going to start to play out here. So we should be hopefully realizing some sort of profit on this trade shortly. If not, we can definitely swing this further, a lot further down. We've established that this is definitely going to lose momentum here, and it is most likely going to resolve down. What's that? I'm down a little bit on this too. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This got rejected for now. The daily isn't overbought though. That's the thing here. This did 14 million in trading volume today. If this closes a weekly doji, I mean that's pretty strong if it does that. The candles are still white on this thing though. You know, it could. Who knows, man? This thing might just continue down. We'll see. The squeeze on it, I think, eventually will resolve and do a crazy move. We might make one more low, shake people out, and then just rip. But yeah, like I said, that's a high risk trade. It's penny stock. I don't typically trade those. We also didn't have a confirmation low, but they've been short squeezing all these like crap stocks. So maybe they were going to short squeeze that one. So I just took a risk. Let the pups do it. Pups back up to the range high here. Looks good. 30-minute crossed up. We're going to stay long here. Not the best candle. So we're now down 170 bucks on Carvana. Remember, we have 116 puts, so we need like a 115 range to be in the profit. I think we should get that no problem, based on what the squeezes are showing me here. See the squeeze here on the 8 hour is going to trigger. It triggered on the 7 hour, triggered on the 6 hour, the 5 hour, the 4 hour. Should be some movement. 4 hour volatility is spiking now. Are y'all ready for some dumpage? Because I am. This should be like just dumping, man. Like there's nothing here. There's no trading volume here. I guess this is a decent size order block. Absolutely, Kelly. You have a wonderful day. All right, pup's probably pulling back here a little bit. Still looking okay. Might take the profit on this. This will ever fucking load. On. Come on. Why is this taking so long? All right. Well, we're going to shut this stream, guys. You guys have a wonderful day. Hopefully this Carvana trade plays out. We got some time on it. It looks like it's going to do pretty well for us. All right. Catch you guys in the next stream.